You are listening to the Urban Sports Scene. I'm Wole, and I'm joined by my co-host Ray Jeezy. What's good, Ray?
Was good, brother. Water restrictions, as a matter of fact, around here at least. Southern PG County, we are, just starts now. So it's going to be restrictions on everything. Showers,
Are you serious?
washing dishes. Yeah, brother, it's going to last like 3 days, I heard. So if I come over for some water, I don't want that Royal Farms nonsense you drink,
Hey,
brother.
that Royal Farms water is dope, bro. You tripping. You tripping. You tripping. That Royal Farms flavor water is amazing.
Yeah, Paul, it's real out here. So, Lou Peterson, what's good, my brother?
Oh, let me pop them
Underwood is
out
in
here.
the
What's
building
going on,
early.
Lou? All right, let's see, Eric. You ready? I feel you, bro. What's going on,
My
Mike?
man Mike always pull up looking for Lake. Lake ain't been on since, bro.
Yeah, Mike, don't worry, he'll be on eventually. I got y'all be look. I
Oh
got a
yeah,
doss out of
Paul,
smoke.
you might be part of that, bro. You need to look that up because I know it extends to Fort Wash, Upper Marlboro, Brandywine,
You
Fort
said Temple
Wash. We
Hill.
all in it. So yeah, brother. I mean, you can still take showers and all that, but they threatening folks. They like y'all do too much. Y'all gonna have to start boiling water because we gonna
Are
cut
you
it off.
serious? Is that true?
Schools, businesses, it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of high schools involved in it. Like Douglas, Gwen Park. Yeah, brother, it's no joke. So you might not have no sliced, no
Oh, man,
sliced pineapple at the store. So
oh, man, Mike said I can't wait.
can't even wash the fruit, bro.
You can't watch the. Whoa! Is it so? This is just Southern PG. You know, just Southern PG.
It's just Southern PG County, yeah. So you're good
Wow,
in the
I'm
bougie
good. That's what's up.
section where you at.
I'm good. That's what's up. That's what I appreciate. That I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. That would be stressful. I won't hold you. That would be very
Yeah, Paul
stressful.
might want to look that up, man, so he don't get us cut off. Restrict your water, brother. Go
So
get some
everybody got
coconut
work.
water.
So everybody got work as one, basically.
We'll see. I'm interested. I got some folks
Okay.
right here. They use sprinklers like UMES, so I'm interested to see if they're gonna pay attention. Some emails went out. Paul, you don't check your community emails. That's dope. So anyway, let's get this thing started because football season is getting ready to begin tomorrow, bruh. And
I
I'm letting you know
know.
now, we don't do the whole pick'em thing on here no more. But I got so many upsets. I just,
Yeah,
I
I
just feel
mean, we
like it's
gonna
gonna be a
do it
lot.
every once in a while. Like I
Yeah,
feel like depending on like how time restraints, we can still do it. Um, but yeah, bro.
Man
But
said he washing his car. Come on, bro.
what happened?
He said he gonna wash his car.
Hey, yo, why you doing?
Oh man.
So yeah, so y'all, it's wild. Y'all got to work as a team. That's crazy.
I'm just interested to see how grocery stores handle this. I mean, we got
Good point.
we got at least three close to me: Food Line, Safeway, and Giant. I'm
Mm,
like, yeah, that's gonna be a problem for them.
that is wild, bro. Wild.
It always
I,
happens up in my bro. Everything happens around here. It's always a power outage or water outage, something. Anyway, my bad, bro. Like I said, let's get started.
oh man. Candy said she's running a little late, but she said she's on her way though.
Oh,
Commander Sneak
no
107.
worries.
We'll talk about this too. We'll talk about this, Eric. We'll definitely talk about this. This is coming up. But yeah, I mentioned I forgot to mention you can check us out on our website, which is www.urbansportsing.com. Also, we are part of Empire Media. So if you want to check out our content over there, that's www.empiremedia.com. We're also, excuse me, bro. Look at this. Look at this. I was looking at something
YouTube,
else.
baby. We on YouTube. Wole, come on, bro.
I'm looking at something else. Subscribe
Oh,
to
you should
our
know. You should know this by memory at
reading
this
something
point.
else doesn't matter. I'm reading something else. Hey yo, said you start. Don't start that again, bro. Don't start that again. Hey, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, and iHeartRadio. Just search the Urban Sports Scene. If you're on YouTube as well, make sure you subscribe to our Urban Sports Scene YouTube channel. Just hit that red subscribe button. Also, like this video.
And hit us up on X at Urban Sports Scene, also on IG at Urban Sports Scene. Check out our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. Also, check out our Urban Sports Scene Sports Bloggers group. Just search Urban Sports Scene, podcasters, sports bloggers, and sports debates.
Oh man, dang, see, you took my read, jerk. Now I got to do your. I'm gonna skim into your read. Football, like Ray mentioned, football season is here. Check out our weekly NFL picks on the Football Garbage Time website. Just go to www.footballgarbagetime.com. It's part of the Urban Sports Scene versus Football Garbage Time Pick'em Challenge. Ray, who won last year? I know I did bad last year. I think it was last year.
Somebody won that wasn't. I was in second. I know Hakun Wong was in like third. He usually wins it because he's serious about it.
He gives you emails and
but anyway, yeah. One guy won it that I guess is considered their side. So shout out to Football Garbage Time. Check them out. Like Wole said, footballgarbagetime.com.
They dope, man. Really, real talk.
No doubt, bro. Hey, the chat is lit already, folks. Folks ready for football season.
I could tell. I see, man. Hey, anyway, time for the pregame. Here's what we have on tap. Bowie TV's Commanders reporter Candi Waller will join us to preview the Washington Commanders season opener. We'll also talk about Sam Cosmi getting his new deal, his extensions, 4-year extension, which is worth $74 million. And then finally, approximately around 9 p.m. after we do our Commanders talk, we'll put out our NFL season predictions. So we'll talk about who we think is going to win it all, who we think is going to the Super Bowl, MVPs, et cetera, et cetera. So get ready for that. All right, let me jump. Let me make sure I add Candi into this chat. Now make sure I have the right setup for Candi too, because I can't have that like happened last time. Be all kind of like jacked up. Here we go.
Gotta get that portrait right.
Yeah, I got it. There's 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure we do it right.
Cam, we gonna make this money, Cam.
What is good, Candi? What's up?
Hey,
I got the Ravens tomorrow, Paul. What's up, Candi?
Good.
Mama Wall on here.
How y'all doing?
We good, man. We out here. We just trying to get ready for football season. Look,
hey, Candi, you can keep it real. I know you gotta be tired. The hustle game is real.
I know you. No lie, you gotta be tired. Ray's right. You do have. You gotta be tired.
It's not. I was like, yo, this is like week 5, week 6 for me, for real. Like, because I've been traveling, right? I've been traveling through preseason, and so it's not the first week of travel. And I was telling Darrell that this morning. Hey to everybody that's saying hello. I was just like, yo, I am tired. And it is week 1. Wow.
Yeah, gotta make sure we spotlight the moms.
Yes.
Man.
Oh, hey, mom.
Yeah. She's out.
So, Candi, when do you
Hey,
leave
Mama
for
Waller. We gotta say hi. We gotta say correct. Hey, Mama Waller.
Hey, Mom. Yes, say, hey, Mama.
When you leave for Florida, Candi.
So, moment of transparency. I leave Friday morning, and that actually was my bad. I was going down early to like hang out with some friends, and they're not even gonna be there. So I was just like, oh,
I'm saying Florida.
Dang,
so hang out.
So,
exactly.
Well, they have practice, so I'm supposed to leave Saturday when everybody else leaves, but you know.
Okay.
So I'll be there Friday morning. I won't be at practice. So spoiler alert, I won't be at practice Friday. So
you can find something to do.
Okay.
Hit up the.
I understand. So it's good to try to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I'm down. When you're in Florida, you gotta have a good time.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain the whole time.
Yeah, it sucks.
So
it's
whatever.
Florida.
I just been like, right, it's Florida. So game time might get a little crazy. So I got my poncho, my rain boots. I got, that be on that type of time. So we'll see. We'll be in Tampa. We'll be in Tampa unless there's one in Tampa. I have as many times as I've been to South Florida and all the places. I've never been to Tampa. So
yeah, I don't know. I never been to Tampa. I don't think Tampa's not on my list. But my boy's going to Tampa though. He was like, "You want to go?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Y'all should go. You should have gone. You going now, right?
No. I've been there before, and
what's there to do in Tampa for real, dog?
I'm just saying, Candi, you a foodie, and after Keith Lee distance, maybe you find something better when you get out to Tampa. But you can hit up like the Peach Cobbler Factory and stuff like that. Paul talking about you see Prime 112.
Peach Cobbler Factory. That's what's that? Okay.
Yeah.
So shady. What's wrong with the Peach Cobbler Factory?
He's looking for a hookah lounge or something. You see, you forget everything. So
hey man, you got stuff on my business out there, bro.
Hit us up on IG. It's on IG, man.
I know it's go ahead.
Tampa's nice. You can ride over to Clearwater. It's cool. You won't be there long.
I'm looking forward to it. I was kind of like, oh, where's everybody gonna be? Like, say they in practice, they're like, "Oh, you leaving?" It like that was a conversation topic. I didn't want it to be, but it was like, wait a minute, who leaving on Friday? How you leaving on Friday? And I was like, probably.
Okay, Eric, real story.
I went back in 05 for the playoff win. That must have been lit.
Sean Taylor,
that must have been lit.
That was probably lit.
That probably was lit as I don't know, and I ain't gonna hold you. Eric, that's a good one. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be a good game. That'd be a good time to go. You know what I'm saying? I went to the game. I went to Atlanta last year when they played the Falcons. That was just because of Atlanta. I love Atlanta.
Did I know you were down there? I don't know. So many.
I was down there. I was doing a lot.
He wasn't covering the game, no Candy. So you was out there working.
I was there.
I was there working. I don't. When it's a lot of people, I do not leave the hotel. I'd be like, no.
It was a lot of people though. It was a lot of people.
Yes, if I don't see you in the hotel, you won't see me because I do not go out.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get started, Candy. 4:25 Sunday. You're gonna be right there in the building, Tampa. The Commanders take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Other than Jaden Daniels, what are some storylines heading in? They already got one. I ain't gonna lie, because this McCaffrey guy is getting too many headlines for me personally.
Who?
McCaffrey.
Luke?
Yeah.
He's getting what headlines? I'm sorry.
They saying he's like second string or whatever like that. He's
like the second wide receiver too. What I'm hearing.
Yeah. How is that?
I'm sorry.
It's according to this. That's what everybody talking. According to this, the depth chart that came out.
Chart?
Yeah, according to this depth chart, and I'll pull it up right now. Actually, according to this depth chart,
Candy calling Cap. She like, who said what?
This is what according to this depth chart, Luke is like he's number 2.
Yeah,
he's no. So. And can you been all? No, what we go right to Ray. Let's go to the Ray. No, I'm just saying. You know why it's funny? Like... No, why it's funny because you've been to all the practices in camp, and so the Luke McCaffrey thing all of a sudden being like in the 3, like in being like the second receiver on this depth chart. I don't know. Do you? First off, like. Is that surprising to you? And secondly, because Ray talking about like we'll get into the storylines because I want to jump ahead anyway. Then secondly, what have you seen in camp from Luke McCaffrey to say, all right, you feel like he's ready to take this slot?
So here's what I'll say. Mm-hmm. And I think I've mentioned this to you all before, and I've said this on my episodes where we're dealing with an organization of people that understands that putting out too much information gives competitive advantage.
Exactly.
If what that depth chart reflects is in fact true for this Sunday, okay. You know what I mean? All right. Mm-hmm. But what I have observed and based on what I've observed, I've come to the assumption that this may look different week to week.
Mm-hmm.
And it may look different due to gamemanship. It may be absolutely accurate for this Sunday. Might not look like that next week. Right? I think that, and you all have heard me go on this rant at times where it's like, hey, sometimes do we share too much? Because other teams, I mean, I can say this freely, right? Because Bowie TV also covers the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
And the Baltimore Ravens absolutely do not allow media to talk about who's taking first, second, third reps. They do not allow, any mentioning of what is being said at practice, what people are talking about. They do not allow for a multitude of things. And look how far they get.
Yeah.
It would be crazy to think that not reading through somebody's tweets or watching their show would not give competitive advantage.
Gotcha.
So I will wait to see what happens on Sunday. I mean, if anybody's watching, they could probably read my face when I saw that, like, who, what? And so, I mean, okay. And like I said, hey, could be true.
Yeah.
For Sunday. I think that, again, being in this industry, having colleagues from other teams, having a colleague, whom, we all, manage that works for a team that does not allow that.
Mm-hmm.
But look how much better that organization is if we let's be for real. Mm-hmm. It's a serious thing. You're looking at an Adam Peters who was assisting in an organization when he was with the San Francisco 49ers, the Broncos, the Patriots, everywhere that he's been. Those organizations do not allow. Bill Belichick never allowed it.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't even take pictures at his. Okay? Mm-hmm. And how many Super Bowl rings did they win?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a real thing for people to come and steal, what you're working on, and really try to understand the plays and understand what you're doing. And it's fair time to be strategic and be creative. And if fans may not want to hear it, but it's like, we know too much. Wait till Sunday.
Yeah.
We know too much. And other fan bases don't know a thing. They just show up on Sundays, and most of the time their teams win. And when you really take a look and peel back that layer of who are the teams that normally win, how far they get into the postseason, or if they even get to the postseason and how far they go, take a look at what their media policy is. They cannot talk about reps. They cannot talk about depth charts. What you get publicly is what you get publicly, and don't ask me another question about it, because that's what you got, and go ahead on. And so that's what it is. And I'm like, we can talk recalibrate, rebuild all you want to. These people don't want to lose. They don't want to lose. They're not here at all.
Yeah. And I agree with you. That's why I'm like, I know a lot of people, when they saw that depth chart, folks are like, oh man, I'm surprised this, that, and the other, this person started or that person started.
And it could be true.
And it could be true, but I'm like, you won't know till the game starts. I'm with you. I do think that like you'll know until the game starts, because whatever you're trying to do, this team is still creature by habit. You know what I mean? Regardless, what you see, you can get a feel about because I said you cover. So it's not like what you saw in camp is pretty. I'm not saying they're going to run the same thing or those individuals are starting or playing or whatever, but you'll get a gist of who is further down the depth chart and who isn't. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I'm not surprised on this list when I saw Emmanuel Forbes as a starter. A lot of people were like, he's starting. I'm like, yeah, he's been starting throughout preseason, camp, whatever. He's been a starter. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that was weird was probably De'Ami Brown, that's like now behind, said in the like behind maybe McCaffrey and whatnot. But if you look at camp, he's been ahead of McCaffrey throughout camp and in the preseason games. So it's like, yeah, if he could be surprised, you could be surprised. But I do think that they could be holding things close to the vest for that game one. Dude, like 2012, nobody knew what was going on in 2012. Nobody knew that was going to happen in 2012 with RG3. Nobody knew that offense. Nobody knew anything. They didn't know what. Shanahan kept everything under wraps, and you see how successful that was. So to your case, Candi, which I totally agree, is like you're going to keep things close to the vest, and we won't know till Sunday at 4:25 Eastern Standard Time.
And the only thing I will say is I saw stuff. Media can't be at the full practice anymore, right? Because now it's regular season time. I saw things today I had not seen during camp.
Got you.
That's how I knew what time it was.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I said, okay, they different.
Okay.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
So that's part of my own, being totally transparent. That's part of my own relationship building as well. I know I said it on an episode. I know y'all tired of watching losing football. Whatever supports me covering winning football, I'll get with it. And hopefully, fans will still follow and take my word for it or whatever the case may be. But hey, at some point you got to get tired of losing. And you got to have an organization that is not for losing or preparing to lose for draft picks. Because these type of people, they don't roll like that.
Maybe Paul said Noah Brown, when he catches that, will be the number 2. Do you agree with that? Noah Brown.
I believe so. But I also want to be clear that this is offensively, it will be it's all going to be situational. Agreed, I think, and that is one of the things that I was sharing on my episode earlier, which was I want to see how quickly they make adjustments. You will see that. I just want to see how quickly they do it.
Good point, because I believe it's going to be a chess match. Todd Bowles doesn't know what to expect. Yeah, and he's pretty good at making adjustments.
And he has been clear about that. And one thing, and I brought that, I love that you said that, Ray, because listen, folks, it's coaches they can coach. He understands who he's up against. People were talking about Jay Daniels, and he's like, hey, yeah, Jaden is all of these things, but it's a whole team over there with him. And we don't know who we gonna see on Sunday. Because that coaching staff is loaded. When you got position coaches who were once head coaches, They're loaded.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to lose. They're not coaching to lose at all. Everybody ain't gonna win everything, but their mindset is completely different. And everybody done flipped the script on me. I said, well, my goodness, I guess everybody's trying to win a game here. Maybe I should be trying to win one too. So, you know, I don't know, but I am exhausted, you all. I'm tired. I'm really tired. But after practice today, the parts that we could watch, I said, I'm ready to watch this football game.
You got some love from a man, Paul. Paul said, Candi asked the best questions at the press conference.
Oh, man, that makes me feel really good. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I'll be in my own head. I'll be in my episode of Use Your Clues. So I'll be trying to ask stuff so I could, you know.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So
Cam,
many comments.
I know Cam said, yo, Candi, my one word to describe week 1 is
Oh, well, at least it's here. At least it's here, right? I guess so.
Ray, you got some other comments. Ray, you can pull up the comments. Some other comments.
Okay. Nah, because we got my man Kevin. He said he's gonna be in Tampa. Kevin Williams. Let me pull this comment up. My bad. I know you don't like me put my finger on the screen.
He
was saying that he also said that he bet. Oh shoot. He also said that he bet that the Commanders will win more than 6 games. He said, "Is that a good bet, Candi?"
I mean, listen, people just want to ask me my season prediction, and I'm like, listen. I don't know. And I said this like, I don't know. I can't make those I just can't until like week 4, week 5. It's too difficult. It's too difficult. You don't know what you're going to get. People be hurt and then they don't be hurt and then they, you know, get easy. I don't know. And that's probably the sucker way out, right? But it's kind of like,
a lot of things gotta go right. I feel you though. No, I feel
they're a better roster than last year's roster.
Yeah. They're better coach. I know that much.
And coaching staff, like you said.
They're better coached. I believe they're better coached.
And you're right about that. Mike, I'm gonna get to you in a second about Baker Mayfield. Before we get there, we got to talk about the rookie, Jaden Daniels, who said this is pretty much business as usual for him. He seemed very calm, nerves slightly. More than I've seen him in the summertime. So I think he's starting to feel the magnitude of his first regular season game. But Candi, you've been there all this time. You see him. He seems like he has a good rapport with you and others that we have on the show as well. What's your read on him and how he's going to perform this weekend? And what's the coaching staff's expectations as well?
I think Jaden is going to be fantastic. I do. And I think he's going to be fantastic for the franchise and the organization. He is so humble. But he's got a confident swag about him. Like he is humble. Just watching him with his teammates, at any given moment in time, they can start joking with one another about their college teams and who's better and who's this and who's that. And did you watch this game? And did you watch that game? He is genuinely building a relationship with every single teammate. And I see all the guys doing this. He is nervous. Okay, he's nervous, but he's confident. And I think the nerves are just the nerves. Now, last week at the end of his press conference, not the end or during his press conference, he made a comment like he knows there's going to be growing pains. He asked for patience. He asked for all of those things. And I know that this fan base, like I said, the team has been losing for a very long time. They want to see results immediately. And that's something that we've even talked about on this show. Like, I don't think you can't lose. You can't only win 4 games this season. I don't know what you can do, but don't do what you did last year.
Yeah. Because
it still stings and it still hurts, right? For all of the years. He has a heavy load on him as the quarterback. But he loves playing football and he's got teammates that love playing football. If everybody does their part, I think this team could be really good. I'm super impressed with the whole rookie class. I really am. I know I made that comment about Luke, like, oh, he's what? But listen, I'm really impressed with the rookie class.
Yeah.
I think they are the epitome of what this organization wants to be. And then you saw what they did in locking in Sam Cosmi, which I thought was huge.
Yeah.
And I've been a big Sam Cosmi advocate, and to see them give him that extension, your offensive lineman who moved to guard just a year ago. I know and that was under Ron Rivera. He talked about that, right? When Ron moved him to guard, and just what he had to put in the work there. But one thing that he said that was so important, of course, along with thanking his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ at the top of his press conference, it was, I think we got a special dude back there that I gotta protect. Mm-hmm. They bought in.
Yeah.
So I can't do anything to be like, hey, it's gonna be some rough moments. There's gonna be some growing pains. This is the NFL. This ain't college. And I think he gets that. He knows that, but Jaden won't really know it till he get out there on Sunday.
I do want to jump on something you talked about with Cosmi. We can go to that question as well. Cosmi, we talked 74 mil, 4-year extension. Yeah. What does the deal represent to you in terms of where this organization is going in terms of locking this dude up early? Because that at first, you would say in the past, sometimes they used to lollygag it to the end of the season, and then it'd be like, oh, we got to franchise this dude. What does it say about this organization where they locked him up pretty early?
Sam Cosmi is one of the players. I think I may have shared, I don't know if it was with on this show or another, where I said there's a few players from the past roster that I really believe exemplify everything this organization wants to be and what they stand for. Sam Cosmi is one. I said Terry McLaurin. I said Brian Robinson Jr., Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne. Of course, I said Tress, right? That really. But the fact that they made that move with Sam, to your point, Wole, this early in the season, they're setting Jaden up not for a remarkable game, for a remarkable career. That is what Dan Quinn said. Lock this man up. He's the type of goon that we need protecting Jaden. Anytime this is a press conference about you, and you talk about your responsibility to protect Jaden, that's what you need. Sam Cosmi has been a goon. He is a goon out there, nicest guy, but he is so bought in, and he loves the process of playing football and takes it as a personal and professional responsibility to protect the quarterback. So, and just be a part of the greatness. I mean, when it was one of those practices, probably the last week or so, I think Zach Ertz might have fumbled. Or it might have been one of them. I don't know. Could have been Mikey that, forced a fumble on him. Next time Zach Ertz came back around, this is practice. And he told Jaden, throw it to me again. I got you. Throw it to me again. Like they got him again. He gets in the end zone and they doing all this hollering. And Sam Cosmi is over there doing cartwheels. We were like, wait, what is Sam Cosmi over here doing cartwheels?
Are you doing real cartwheels? You serious? Like cartwheels for real?
A cartwheel. Like
he did a cartwheel? That big dude did a cartwheel? Dang,
cartwheels.
Candi, something else you said.
Lit. I hope they do cartwheels on Sunday.
Something else you said is interesting and you talking about yourself personally, really tired of losing. And I just watched the Ravens documentary on ESPN Plus. And that's what Ray Lewis said. They were so sick of losing that they were motivated to not just make the playoffs that season, which they couldn't even say the word, but they wanted to win a Super Bowl. I wonder, does this team have that same type of fire based on all that's happened? Guys like Terry and John Allen and Deron Payne, they've been around for these tough years. So how do you think just the past can motivate guys that have been here?
Well, they've been practicing like they're tired of losing. Okay. Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, and Bobby Wagner were the only 3 players that did not take a snap during preseason, and it wasn't due to injury. So 2 out of 3 of those names are what you're talking about, right, Ray?
Yep.
They tired of losing, and they practicing like they tired of losing. And they've been practicing like this is the moment they've been waiting for. This is what they want. This is the environment that they needed. And so, offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, he called Brian Robinson Jr. a number 1 back in this league. And of course, if he stays healthy, he was like, I think this is the season everybody's going to see that. Right. And so I think those comments, those things that they're saying, when I say use your clues and we're paying attention in these press conferences, you got to really pay attention to what they're saying, because these guys, they're sick of losing and it looks bad. Right. I mean, it messes up your own stock. Right. Because you might be, and I've made this comment about Sam Cosmi. Hey, look, I think Sam Cosmi is fantastic, but I can't really tell if he's one of the best in the league because of the team.
True.
But because he is an example, like now it was always about merging the two cultures together. There had to be players that map to this culture that Dan Quinn and Adam Peters are envisioning for this team. Why not give that extension to your offensive lineman that's got to protect, and show, a lot of us been talking about how they've just been dragging the past roster. Everything went all bad, right? Clear. Because they've locked in Sam Cosmi for 4 more years at what, $74 million? Yeah.
Crazy. It's a crazy amount.
They gave him a bag.
Yeah. Mike has a question for you. He said, Candi, do you think with the Cosmi deal, do you think Jonathan Allen's contract will get more money because his contract will be a big hit on the cap next season, or will he be traded for picks?
It all depends on performance.
Okay.
It all depends on performance. Right? If they don't think they can, if they think, hey, this is somebody we need, they're gonna keep them. It's not. This goes back to rebuild, recalibrate. I use my clues all the time. These people ain't trying to lose for no picks or nothing. But if they, they're not trying to take a hit to just cancel out on the season. They want to rock and roll, and so I think he is a part of their core if the performance is consistent.
All right, my man Todd said, for the first time in years, everything seems to align itself perfectly. Seems like the owner is good, AP best and only quality only quality GM since Charlie Castley, a head coach with a staff where everyone is competent since Gibbs, and hopefully a solid pro and leader at QB. This is what the late 80s and 90s look like. Yeah, I agree. I do think this is like from top to bottom. This definitely looks better. Mike, what did Mike say? Mike said,
I love that perspective. I do.
I do. Me too. Mike said we do have Johnny, and hopefully he does well. No, I think that in terms of
that people be wanting to not release Johnny, or think that Johnny is taking Jonathan Allen's place. Here's what I'll say. You got to see all three of them together.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see all of them together. That's what I'm trying to see.
All three of them together. I don't think that was to swap anybody out.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see all three of them.
You got to see all three of them together, because I've seen them a few times together, and that didn't make no sense.
I want to see, because to your point, I do want people to really, because I know Jonathan Allen gets a bad rep because a lot of people got sick of him last year with all the rah-rah and they're losing and this, that, and the other. But you've seen Jonathan Allen, and the limited times I've seen Jonathan Allen in camp, I ain't lying to y'all. That man looked mean. Like it's different levels to the way he playing. It looks elite.
Tired of losing.
It looks elite.
I was like, oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna leave from the defensive line side of the field, because they gonna make me act up over here, and I gotta be professional. And so I'm gonna go down here and be where I can maintain my professionalism and my sanity. Because Jonathan Allen is a different person right now.
I'm serious.
It's ridiculous. Like he in a zone, and I just with Johnny Newton. With Johnny Newton.
So you got to see him. You seeing him with Johnny, so you get to see. I just saw him with Payne. I saw both of them. I was like, they look different. Like they just look different from last year.
Then Clellan and Dorrance are on the end, and there's been times when they have Deron, Johnny, and J.A. are in the middle. Good luck if that's how they decide to continue to roll. Good luck with that, because that I wouldn't want them running up on me. Not when you got Bobby Wagner and Frankie Louvu behind them. No. they want to be aggressive. They want to get to the football. They want to hunt. So they tell them go hunt.
Yeah.
And that's what they've been doing. Again, use your clues. Bobby Wagner, Jonathan Allen, and Deron Payne were the only three that did not take one snap in preseason. So if there was any question on how they are performing currently, that is your answer.
I can't wait to see it. I know he's somebody. He doesn't need a coach to motivate him. I'm talking about
Jonathan
Allen.
Allen.
John Allen.
He don't, but I'm saying he got the right coach too, though. He don't though, but you're right. He got the right coach too.
Well, that's my point. So it could be scary. And with that being said, Candi, they are facing up against Baker Mayfield. Somebody mentioned him in the comments. I think it was Michael Underwood. But outside of Baker Mayfield, what concerns you with this Tampa team?
They got receivers over there.
They do.
In the secondary.
Somebody mentioned that too.
Yeah.
So the reality is it's supposed to rain on Sunday. So if Baker Mayfield jersey ain't got mud all over it, the Commanders could be in trouble.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. If he gets his football out, he's got receivers that can beat the secondary. Now, I do think that hopefully you'll see Mikey Sanders still, and it'll make you smile a few times, right? The safeties, I continue to say, I have been impressed with Jeremy Chin and Quan Martin for sure. But if he get this ball down the field, that could be a problem. Now, hey, listen, you know they're gonna score a time or two. We're not in a place where it's just nobody scoring. You know, these teams are elite. They're the best of the best. They're in the league for a reason. So they're not gonna be just like, score 0, But you don't want it should be a battle. It should be a battle. So you need an intense defensive line. You need a bunch, because you don't necessarily have ball hawks in the backfield necessarily. You got to be on demon time up front. And so that is what concerns me. Yes, Baker, and hey, here's the other thing too. Baker Mayfield can throw some picks.
He can.
You got to catch the pick. So miss me with the pass breakups. Get the football back and give it back to Jaden. So that's what concerns me. That's going to concern me every year, or all year long, probably. So be honest about that, But they got some craziness going on in the front with the defensive line and your linebacker core. I think we haven't talked enough about the linebacker core, and that's been a problem for a very long time. But rattling Baker, it's everybody's first game of the season, so it's an opportunity for the Commanders to make a statement and to make people question Baker Mayfield's validity again.
So
the rookie can get a pass because he's a rookie. But hey, if you want to get some controversy going, go ahead and make them question Baker Mayfield versus your rookie quarterback.
I know it's gonna be hard. I mean, Baker. It's wild. I'm not sleeping on Baker because he took the team to the postseason last year.
Right.
So I get like my man Paul, like we can't lose to Baker, but Baker got his team to the postseason. So I don't think we can just say, well, we can't do this. Don't forget Tampa was a playoff team last year. So we can't talk like Tampa wasn't. They were better than us last year. So
dealing with injuries as well.
But, yeah, exactly.
They were an injury-riddled team that still made the postseason.
Yeah, so I get it. Like, it's compared to other teams, they look at the schedule like some of the teams that we have on the schedule, like the Bengals and whatnot. But Tampa's a little different. They're not a great team, but they're a team that, again, they went to the postseason. So to me, and it's on the road. That's always going to be a tough game. But that's going to be a tough game. My man Deluxe said we got safeties and linebackers. Let's see what happens when their receivers go over the middle.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, right? The linebackers and the safeties. I'm gonna call them out all day, right? In the defensive line, but he can't get the ball off. That's the thing. If he does, keep Mike Evans' name out of the announcer's mouth.
That man's scary. Even at this age, he's scary as hell.
He's
but the
scary.
good thing you talking about, I didn't know. But see, I'm glad I had you on. I didn't know the weather's gonna be bad. That's good. That's a good
Y'all
thing.
want to know who
I'm
told me the
sorry.
weather was gonna be bad?
That's a good thing. The weather being bad is a good thing to me.
Y'all want to know who told me the weather was gonna be bad?
Huh?
Why not? Sure.
Y'all want to know what player told me the weather was gonna be bad?
Who told you? Who told you?
Emmanuel Forbes told me the weather was gonna be bad.
That's good, man. That means he should have. That's good. That's good.
Somebody's going to misinterpret that, man. Stop
I know somebody gonna go ham on that. I know somebody is. They are.
I question whether or not I should even have said that, but
yeah, somebody about to go ham. Though. It's okay.
Let me also say this about Emmanuel really quick because I know we've already talked about that Emmanuel has picked up weight.
Yeah.
But I did observe today, and so definitely talk to him with our big brother Lake Lewis, and just Emmanuel is continuing to be. He is. He's. It's not like every week you can tell he working. You can tell he's working. He's working because he definitely starting to look different. So I was like, hey,
that's good, man.
That's why I
root for Emmanuel Forbes. I do. I root for him. Eric said, I wouldn't mind seeing B-Rob dominate in the weather. Me too. If the weather's gonna be that bad, I want B-Rob to get a bunch of touches.
In the words of Dan Quinn, that is a hard man to tackle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He deserves tackle. He's a tough one, man. He's a tough one. Mike put out. They said Coach Quinn needs to be out there at practice with a water hose with a spray to get them ready for Sunday.
That sounds kind of nasty, bro. But yeah, I don't think you can simulate that type of game setting. I really don't, because it could get extremely muddy, slippery. It's gonna be hard, even if you try. It still will be a challenge. You just gotta be prepared for whatever comes. I just hope it's no lightning delays. That's the stuff that bothers me. That kills momentum. We've seen it in many college games as well. Jeremy Lee was good.
Jerry. Yeah, oh yes, I like this one. Jeremy Lee said, "New OC in Tampa. Can he keep Baker producing?" That's a new. That's good. A new
offensive coordinator there.
Yeah, that's a good one. So,
it's a lot of coaching changes on both sides. So it's a new opportunity for many people on Sunday. You know, everybody's always auditioning for a job in the NFL every game. So that's how I look at it. Like, everybody's trying to put out their best film, depending on wherever you are, right? Because you don't know where your next job will land you if you keep your job. So it's always.
Jeremy also played a Forbes just gonna look like a burnt piece of Texas toast instead of Wonder Bread if he can't come.
Oh man, I'm rooting for him. Like you said,
me too, man. I'm rooting for him, man.
I want him to do well. He seemed really happy today, and you know, I was talking to him about his nutrition, weight plan, and everything, and he was really brightened up when we were asking about that. You know, I was like, hey,
I'm hoping too. I hope so. Ken, I know. I mean, I glossed over in the initial question, but like for you, what is the main storyline? We glossed over a little bit. What is the main storyline for you?
What is the main storyline for me?
Yeah, for you. Ooh. And we'll gotta be easy. Jay Daniels, obviously. Other than Jay
Daniels is obvious.
That's too easy.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
It's just coaching staff.
Okay.
That. Look, we know, right, that the roster wasn't all that great.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best it could be, right?
Mm-hmm.
We saw what happened just last week with releases and cuts, how much, you know. But for me, it is really this coaching staff. I want to see how they adjust. I want to see the creativity. I really, really do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Jaden Daniels, but it's more about it's more about his leadership and decision making.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm anxious to see how the change in the organization's culture has truly translated to the players that were already on the roster. So they've given this money to Sam Cosmi. I want to see Terry get off. I want to see B-Rob get his flowers. I want to see everybody stop talking bad about Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne. But you got to make them stop talking about you.
Yeah.
So what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, let's see what's up. Let's see what y'all really about now. You know, and go from there. That's really what I'm going to be looking for. I mean, of course, I've been and I'm like, please don't make me look crazy. I've just been super impressed with what I've seen from the linebackers so far, and just all of that and how they work. Because I've been so disappointed in that position group for years. So
I'm not gonna lie.
You know,
I've been saying it all summer, Candy, and I see all the comments, and I agree with everyone. You know, DBs, linebackers, all that stuff is real. Candy, what you said was great, but I've been saying all summer, if the Commanders defer, I want to see what that first drive is going to look like for Tampa, because last season we know what happened. I'm waiting to see like a fresh start, because I don't mind the Commanders being a media darling for real. All the people in the chat can relate to this. Candy, you know this, Wole. Pat Summerall, John Madden, they loved the Redskins back in the day.
Growing up, they did.
Like the Redskins were a team that people wanted to see nationally. A lot of people picking them to win this division now, and that's cool. I'm just waiting to see it. Like I gotta see it first, because again, all we saw was the 4-win team from last year. So when they get a 3-and-out on that first drive that Tampa has, or when they stop them at the 50, whatever it is, I think you're gonna say, "Wow, here we are. It's finally a new era," and Dan Quinn is taking this team into a different space.
No, I agree. Paul talked about his storyline. Candy, I think you can agree with this. My man Paul said, kicker and DBs, that's the storyline. Well,
in
kicker
the rain.
for real.
I
Kicker.
mean, Cade, all right.
Cade looking good. Cade looking good. Cade looking good. I mean, he kicks up. It's always down the middle. Cade's like it's down the middle. Like that's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, if you trade for a
them
kicker,
things.
first of all, you trade for a kicker, you know you in bad shape at that position. But you also understand what a priority that is, because these games are getting decided by field goals. So I got it, because it was just that bad. It was awful. It was really sad to watch.
My man Mike has a question for you, Candy. He says, Candy, how many TD throws and rushing yards will Jaden have against Tampa?
I have no idea. It's like,
we want you putting you on the spot. He said, "What you thinking?"
I mean, if the weather is bad, they might go pound for pound and let B-Rob have a day.
Okay, maybe his game. Okay,
and Austin Eckler, because everybody keeps forgetting about Austin Eckler when Dan Quinn himself said Austin Eckler is probably one of the strongest people on the team. And to my question to Coach Cliff about the running backs, he said he thought there was a narrative going around about Austin, losing a step. It's not true. So if the weather is bad, it's and hey, Jaden might get into that too. Slide, they'll get him down there, because his offensive line is taking it very, very seriously.
Good question, Deluxe. Dang, y'all are killing it today.
Well, y'all better. Y'all know I'm there on time.
Hey, pull up the question. Then pull up the question. Right, Deluxe's question. I don't see it, so I'm trying to catch up on it. I'm trying to catch up. Go ahead.
He said, "Who does Candy think will be the inactives?" That's a dope question.
I mean,
pull up pregame. Pull up pregame, bro.
Yeah, you got to pull up pregame. I'm gonna be
pregame. We'll have the pregame. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I'm
gonna be on for the pregame. At 3:00, she'll pull up for free.
I posted, if you follow me at Seawall SE, I did post the injury report.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw your injury report.
Everybody's supposed to be rolling though.
Yeah.
Rolling. Okay, Candy. We done had you in here. We know you tired. We appreciate you for spending time with us.
I'm not too tired.
Tired.
I'm always good to do this with y'all.
Oh man, you already know you're a family, so we got to get your predictions just for the game, not for the season. The Commanders win if they do what?
The Commanders win if they get Jaden Daniels the ball back. He got the ball, they gonna rock. But if they let Baker Mayfield stay out there too long, and game management is going to be key. Game management is going to be key. Run the clock. The clock is your friend when you have it on, on offense. Ooh. So they have to. This defense has to be disruptive.
Todd said, "I'm anxious to see the defense. Mikey, Luvu, and Wagner to the linebackers." And my man Eric got a question. He says, "Can Cliff produce a solid offense? Not all gimmicks."
We gonna see. I think so. I mean, I think so, and that's one of the things I'm looking for. I'm looking for his creativity. I'm looking to see how he responds. I'm looking to see a variety of things. I know the weather will be a factor, and if the weather is a factor, is it gonna be all run? Which it sounds like somebody like Sam Cosmi loves, because he gets beat up on people out there. So
you agree, Candi?
what's that?
It's time to go 1-0.
Absolutely. The
But
team needs to absolutely win and come into the home opener with the win.
All
my
right.
man
The home
Jeremy
opener is against it's who? The Giants. So yeah.
The boogeyman.
I know they are, but they suck.
Yes.
They lose the Giants. Y'all talking about the Tampa Bay. If they lose the Giants, that's a problem. That's the problem. Forget Tampa. If they lose to the Giants, that's a problem. Jeremy put out this. I don't like them picking Commanders to win the division. It makes the team an easy target for slander.
See, we gotta move on from that.
Who picked them?
Man, folks is out there picking the
A lot
Commanders.
of
I'll give
people,
him Jeremy.
I know Nick Wright may be the biggest voice that's been just Commanders.
A lot of people are picking the Commanders
on ESPN.
Yeah,
it's been a lot of people picking them to win this division.
I mean, that's actually good. I mean, I think Jaden. I mean, he's a Heisman Trophy winner, and I think he was impressive during preseason. And it's because people know this coaching staff. That's what it is. This coaching staff got more weight than people think. And folks really need to take a look and read the resumes of these coaches, not only Dan Quinn, but really take a look at these coaches, and they as a collective is going to be hard for them.
Well, they got it.
Good question, Paul. That's a good question. And he said, what influence does Anthony Lynn have on this offense?
Well, this is one of the things that I talked about earlier, right? In terms of him being a position coach for running back, and that there's head coaches as position coaches, right, on the staff. And the thing about it is they really work as a collective. So it's not like anybody, it's not like one person's show. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know you're saying like they're working as a unit.
So they're working as a unit. So if they see a look, if they see something, they're gonna share it and they're gonna fix it because they all want to win. And let's be clear, all these coaches want to be head coaches again somewhere, someday. So the team being good means what? Getting them opportunities and getting them looks. Let's be for real about it, right? We see the coaching carousel throughout the season, and it's not that losing teams get coaches get picked up as easily. And these are coaches who have know what it feels like to be fired and what it takes to get fired, and they've learned from that. So they're coming together as a collective with their lessons learned. I think this will be very, very, very interesting because Anthony Lynn is working a lot with he's playing his role. But that doesn't mean if he sees something or is aware of something, he not want to speak his piece, because he absolutely is, as all the other coaches as well.
Yeah, he'll probably not. I agree with that one.
Probably will.
He probably will be. I think that's all one that I kind of wanted to
pull
up.
again, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That like stuff like that's competitive advantage. I'm gonna tell you my roster when you get there.
Exactly. That's why I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
I don't need to tell you who's gonna be. You got the plan for all of my tight ends. You got the plan for everybody.
Yeah, I agree with that though. Like that's why I think it's different when everybody look at this depth chart. I'm like, it ain't. That may not mean anything.
Well, let me see this. Who not talking about James' favorite Zach Ertz? Listen. Well, lady, you know this. What happened to people? Hey, exactly good, fantasy football, you better pick him up.
I know. We were talking about that earlier. I was in a fantasy football draft. Somebody picked him before me. I was so pissed. I'm in a money league, big money league too.
Looking like vintage Zach Ertz. That man is not looking like he's been in this league for over a decade.
That man
look good, you want to talk about somebody that loves playing football? Oh my gosh. And he loves beating people. So this would be this would be good to see. People that really love football and want to beat the other person. Seeing that energy from everybody will be different in itself.
No, I agree. I think Zach Ertz and my man Paul. Paul said, I think Noah Brown. Noah Brown's gonna have a big day. He said Noah Brown is a Tampa killer. I think he said Noah Brown had a vicious game against them last year.
Yeah, we were talking about that today.
Yeah, I can't find. I know he pulled the stats.
I mean, but then hey, right? This competitive advantage. Let me go ahead and tell y'all gotta look out for Luke McCaffrey. You really gotta look out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
6 catches, 153 yards, 1 touchdown.
But you see what I'm saying? Like you might really have to watch Noah again. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you to look out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you to look out for Luke when you really need to watch it back on Noah again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna go ahead and gas you and make you think. So listen, that's a smart person, Deluxe.
That's smart, man. That's smart. Real smart, man. I thought I was gonna get him. I thought I was getting like my second to last pick of somebody who also was a Commanders fan. Snatched him from me, and nobody was gonna pick him but him. Terrible, just terrible. He was supposed to be my secondary tight end. I got George Kittle.
That's good.
He's my first.
That's good.
I know he's good, but I wanted to back up. I wanted Zach Ertz to my backup. I had a plan. I felt like a big hustler. I thought I was working it too. I ain't working right.
Oh yes, sir. It's coming. It's time, Candy.
Which one?
Here we go.
What happened?
It's time. It's time for the regular season, man.
I know.
I look forward to seeing you this weekend. You're gonna be.
I will. I got my earphone. I got all my stuff. I was like, let me start packing today because this is getting crazy. And what time y'all say on what is it?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
The other one, 3 o'clock. It's gonna be 3 o'clock.
I will be on.
Yeah, we're gonna be at 3 o'clock. And then we'll do the post. But you'll be. I don't know. I don't think you'll be available for the post. You're gonna be doing stuff. You'll be interviewing people. That stuff.
Yeah. So wow, man. We gotta let Candy
get a little over it. I think I did well when they played the Jets. The game was super early.
Yeah,
that's what that was. So we'll see. It'll be something to watch. But I don't really make any determinations until around week 4 or 5.
I got you. I think this might put something out there. I think this is gonna be a matchup for like Cosmi and all them inside. We got to strengthen the middle of the offensive line too because Vita is a beast. Yeah, he is, man. Vita is like that. That is going to be a matchup for like there. Yeah, and they're gonna move him around. I know they're probably gonna move Vita around. I know they'll move him around. So I'm with you, Mike. That's a good one. He could be a problem.
Introduced to Brandon Coleman on Sunday.
We'll see. I know what I want to see it. That's the dude I want to see. That's a main storyline for me. Like I've heard of, he's like the boogeyman to me. Like I'm hearing stories about him. I've never seen him like in the NFL game. I've seen him in college, but I've never seen him in the NFL.
And he's been hurt, right? But I just remember that day of the 101s. I was like, is anybody watching Brandon Coleman go up against the defensive line? Is he insane? Is anybody watching this? Oh my gosh. Like, oh my goodness. And then, I think I asked Coach Quinn, was there any one-on-ones that stood out for you? And he mentioned Brandon. And I was like, dude, it's lit. And so, I mean, once you really get into seeing these guys play, then you be like, oh, that's why you got drafted here. So, Vita is a monster. But hey, you just locked in Sam Cosmi and you got somebody that they don't know how to plan for in a Brandon Coleman. That's why competitive advantage is so important.
My man Todd's got a question for you. Is Coleman playing? Is he starting? Who's starting? Get right tackle Lucas or
absolutely playing.
Uh-huh.
I don't see why he would not start.
Yeah.
And it'll more than likely be Andrew at right tackle.
Yes. Yeah, definitely O.B. Wiley. That's unfortunate. Wiley will be the starter probably. Deluxe said strengthen up the middle of on both sides of the ball. Let's go.
Oh, in punt return, kick return, whoever the return specialist is, which I believe they know who they want and what they want to do there. They just haven't showed us. We're actually, ever since I've asked those questions about the special teams and what they're doing, we can't record them at all anymore. Since when, Wole, you've been out there. Since when we ain't never been able to record the special team?
Yeah.
So I guess
they have it like on the depth chart. On the depth chart, whatever they released, they had they got Crowder as a punt returner, and Pringle as the kickoff returner.
We'll see.
I don't know how That's good. I don't know if that's going to be a real thing though. Again, I feel like all this is a hustle.
I will tell, I don't mind telling this because I see somebody put Mikey at PR.
Punt return.
He was doing it in Miami. He was doing it at joint practice, but he never did it.
He ain't going to do that. Mikey is not going to be doing punt returns. He's too valuable.
He's too
valuable, bro. He's too valuable. He's the best corner. You're not going to have CB1, your real CB1 doing that.
If worse comes to worse, like if they in crunch mode, they'll put Austin back there.
Yeah.
I think they'll put Austin back there.
And to be real, as a dude who watched Mikey in college, he ain't that type dude.
They have done it, but I don't see that.
I'm saying he's not that type dude, like a dude that you would want. He ain't that type dude to me. Like he's not. Yeah. He's solid. Like he's elusive, but he ain't that type dude. There's cornerbacks who are like that type dude. Like Ray turns to growing up. Deion Sanders is that type dude. Mikey ain't that type dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't that type. I wouldn't want Mikey as a kickoff. I wouldn't want Mikey as a punt returner. I wouldn't want him as a punt returner. I know he used to play wide receiver. He played wide receiver a little bit before converting to cornerback, but I wouldn't want him as he's not my ideal returner. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm telling you, if there's worst comes to worst, they're gonna put Austin back there. They'll put Austin
Eckler. Yeah, Eckler's better than him. I definitely would put Eckler before I put Mikey.
Put Austin back there.
Yeah.
Or maybe Jeremy McNichols.
Yeah. Oh, that too. Yeah. Before Mikey, I would. Mike said it should be a running back as a returner because they built for it better, like B Mitch. Yeah, B Mitch is Well, yeah.
I mean, it'll either
Eckler. I'm sorry. He rocking Eckler. He rocking number 32, right? He rocked number 32, right? He rocked 30.
There you go.
This is gonna be interesting. I mean, today I was just like, oh, so I think I'm probably waiting for that too. Of like today, of what are we gonna see in game that we haven't seen?
That's what I wanted.
Then that aligns with my theory, and I told you this theory, Wole, which was they're not showing us everything because we talk too much around here.
Yeah, everybody talks too much around here.
So I'm like, they're not showing us. They not. When they had those other walkthroughs, and they did have a mock game the other day, we weren't invited to that. So
Yeah, they do talk too much. We do
I
talk
too much. Like, I wouldn't necessarily want to come to y'all little party. They were like, "What party?" I was like, "The mock game you had the other day."
With Deluxe about this, I want to see B Rob at kick returning once just to see it. Too valuable though. I don't know. Oh, he's okay. Mike said prediction. Your score prediction.
That's it.
Yeah.
Predictions.
Yeah.
Why?
That's what we want to see. They like you, Candi. That's what they want. They want your predictions. All right. They don't ask predictions for everybody. They want your prediction.
27-23 Commanders.
Okay. So you got it, Mike. You got a prediction out of her, Mike. 27.
I do not like doing predictions.
I know I don't either, but I just do it just for the hell of it. It don't really matter. I'm not superstitious as superstitious as I used to. Ray, I used to be hella superstitious. Now I'm like, I don't care because they be losing anyway. Everything
they're not wearing black uniforms.
Yeah. It don't even matter. Everything I do, they lose. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. Paul, 24-10. Paul, you are like the best fan ever, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. Because they on the road, you think it's gonna be a dominating effort against a playoff team. You the man.
Could be.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Could be. I said could be.
It could though. It could be.
Oh, Candi, you got a real good question.
It's a good one. Okay.
T-Boogie.
This is something yes, I do.
That's what's up.
So yes, I do.
Tell them where to find you.
At Seawall SE on X. Just follow me. Give me a message.
I'm saying.
So I made a mistake when I didn't make a mistake. I'm just going down to Tampa earlier. So I'll miss. Everyone knows I will not be at practice on Friday.
Oh yeah.
That is the
Everybody got the Commanders winning week 1, except for me. I'm the only one that doesn't. But Candi has been.
I haven't made a prediction. I don't know. I picked the Commanders.
I didn't.
My man Paul said it's Baker. I bet it's close though. It's a close game. Dog, why do you keep? Yeah. Baker was good last year. What do you keep doing that for?
Wasn't bad.
Why you acting
like
Baker?
He lost his weight too.
Yeah, why you acting like Baker is like the worst quarterback?
Good. Like Baker looked like.
Bro, we lost to Daniel Jones, bro. We lost to Daniel Jones before. Why we keep doing DeVito? Stop doing that. Like, nah, man. You can't be nah, bro.
Yeah, I'd rather it's definitely gonna be close.
Yeah, just say that Jaden's gonna be great. I'd rather say Jaden's gonna be great than say You playing Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
I'm
Baker
cool.
Mayfield
Gonna
lost
be
weight.
great.
He went, and I don't want anybody to misconstrue what I'm saying.
Mhm.
But he lost weight like Lamar Jackson style. Like he trying to be a little more
I
like to be
faster.
able to move
A little
faster, be a
better,
bit
yeah.
more agile out there,
Yeah.
and to be quicker. He definitely lost weight for
Yeah.
sure. So
Nah,
games at 4. I'll be on here at 3. I'll be at the
all right,
station by like 12.
I'll take that, Paul. Paul, I'll take that. That response I'll take. That I'll take.
Yeah,
I'd rather,
as long as he don't be on the ground.
yeah,
Hey, the
I'll
offensive
take
line
that.
they got to protect Jaden now.
Yeah.
Jaden don't slide. Just protect
This
Jaden.
is a true. No, this is a fair statement. Like Baker was actually accurate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we can't.
Yeah,
He's
Baker
actually
don't
not.
sleep on
He's
the
actually an
number.
accurate
Hey,
quarterback, and he
I've
has
been
receivers. And he
yes,
has receivers. It's not like he
that's
don't. Like he got receivers. If he was
he has
working, if you
receivers.
telling me he worked with no receivers, then I would be like, yeah, you're right. But he got like one of the best receivers in his
He has
era in Mike Evans. Like,
receivers, and so that's my concern. Like
yeah,
the defense has got to get
they got to get pressure. Like that's the
they
thing.
got to
Like
get
to be real with you,
pressure and picks
yes, I agree with you.
straight up.
To me, they got to make Baker uncomfortable. Like that's the key. Like that's if you want to keep the buck, if they don't make Baker uncomfortable, they're probably gonna lose the game because those receivers are too good to not get open. Like so, they're gonna have to get pressure. Like if they could make Baker uncomfortable, then I'm with, I feel like Washington can win this game easily. If Baker is comfortable and he in the pocket and he got time, it's gonna be a long day. It is. That's just being real. Forget the homerism. That's just being real.
That's why I said when I think Ray, you asked me what's your problem? What's the receivers? That would be a sad watch in Tampa because don't throw it.
Oh man, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
Unless he start getting desperate, right? Like you said, pressure, and he starts getting uncomfortable. He starts getting desperate, and now he's making mistakes.
Yeah.
Trying to get the ball to his receivers, but Baker is making mistakes.
Yeah, that's it. But you gotta get pressure though. You gotta get pressure.
Gotta get him pressure because once he get comfortable and he know what you're doing, he knows that. And this is also a moment we all been talking a lot about Cliff Kingsbury. This is a moment for Joe Witt Jr. as well.
Yeah, DC first year as a DC. Yeah,
because he want to make sure he is confusing the quarterback.
Yeah.
So they can't automatically read. You got a genius like Bobby Wagner that can call any quarterback.
That's a good thing, yeah.
That's a great thing.
That's a good thing, yeah.
You got the generals that know exactly what's going on, because that's what Bobby said they are. The linebackers, they're the generals that know what's happening immediately. They got to make Baker Mayfield very uncomfortable, because it is, in fact, easy to make Baker Mayfield uncomfortable.
It is. Once you hit him, now we're talking.
You
agree with that.
He's
but
not,
you got to get to him.
He's not a cool, calm, collected quarterback that can bounce back after a few bad plays.
Yeah,
once you get him, at least in the past, you know, he might show up different, okay? But in the past, if you get him rattled, keep him rattled.
Yeah.
And keep him off the field.
Yeah. I know, I agree with that. My thing is that it's not a guarantee that they'll get pressure on. That's all. That's all I'm saying. It's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not, to me, when I think of getting pressure on the quarterback, I think about defensive ends, and I'm not gonna say like our defensive ends are on point. So, like, interior, you can get some push. That'd be great. Like, if they do their job, that's gonna be awesome. But predominantly, when you think about getting pressure on the quarterback, you automatically think getting pressure off the edge. And Farrell and Dorrance Armstrong aren't proven. They're good players, but they're not proven. And that's it. But you got to get pressure. Now that puts pressure on a lot of pressure on your interior dudes to get pressure on the middle. But again, that's, you know, and you're thinking they're going to, but that's still not the easiest thing to do. Like, to always get pressure in up the middle. You know what I'm saying? When you typically getting pressure on the quarterback, your edges need to be on one. You know what I'm saying? So those dudes ain't on one, then Baker's gonna have time. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what you need. You need for your edges to do something. Because then they're just gonna collapse the middle. They're gonna funnel all their, you know, they're gonna have their protections geared to the middle. You know what I'm saying? So them edges gotta stand out. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna need to see Fowler, when he's rushing the passer. So Jamin gets an opportunity. Dorrance Armstrong, and Farrell, and Colin Farrell, those dudes need to show out. Because they don't show out. To me, that's the thing. They don't show out.
Yeah.
Then it could be a long day.
In the rain.
Yeah. In the rain. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Jaden's that small, but my man T Boogie said Jaden Daniels has a small frame. I'm worried about him. The first time a DA gets around the corner, I hope Sam is there. Oh, Sam. I hope Sam is there. Sam Cosmi. I think he's saying Sam Cosmi. So yeah. But yeah. Hey Katie, I'm gonna let you go. Before I let you go, I think we talked about it, but I want you to say it again anyway. Give folks, your Twitter handle, how they can catch you on IG, also how they can catch Bowie TV out on Instagram, also on X, Facebook, whatever. Put it all out there.
On X, it's at Seawall SE. Make sure you all are following. And on YouTube, it's Bowie_TV. On Instagram is CEO Seawall, Bowie TV Sports on all of the platforms. So make sure you all are keeping up and following. As Wole and Ray said, I'm there all of the time. And thank you all for the compliments on the pressers. I didn't ask any questions today because I didn't have any.
Man,
I mean, that's how I be, unless I need to talk to someone directly. But other than that, it just depends on the situation. So we'll see. The defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator tomorrow. So we'll see.
Like I said, the streets like you, man. You already know what time it is.
You all, I appreciate
the streets
that.
like you, man. You know what I'm saying? They know a real one. That's what it is. They know a real one. They say, look at you. Everybody's getting your flowers. Thank you, Candy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure the flowers are put out there.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, well, Candy, thanks again.
All right.
Go get some rest.
I will.
Right,
I'll see y'all Sunday.
All right, see you.
All right.
All
right, my man Mike Underwood. First of all, shout out to Mike because he just showed the show so much love, and we appreciate you for always pulling up and Mike's being awesome. Part of this. Yeah. But Mike is talking about how the weather is raining right now in Florida. He's in Orlando, and that's how Florida is. It pours 1 minute, dries up the next. So I wouldn't be surprised if you could see spurts where it's no rain at all. It'd be interesting to see what the weather's going to look like. Like you said, well, we didn't know this was going to be a factor, and now it's fun.
I didn't know at all, bro. I did not think about rain.
The Emmanuel Forbes piece is interesting, but I don't want to run with it because
I don't think that's a big deal anyway.
She kind of shared it with us, and I'm saying confidentiality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
but I don't think it was a big I don't know. I don't think it was a big thing if he said it. But I know everybody, like you said, Ray, people are just going to run with it.
Yeah,
a different narrative. I'm like, if he told you it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain.
Yeah, like I said, me and you, we cool, but not everybody's gonna think that way. Somebody's gonna watch the replay of this, like, well, how's he worried about the weather, man?
Why is he about the rain?
You know,
look, he thinks they're gonna make life easy on him. Look, he's not even a real one. That's how people think, man.
It's gonna be interesting how that's interpreted, but we move on. I know everybody's excited. And here's what I want to say. Pump your brakes, though. Remember last season, Commanders started off 2-0, and there was so many positive comments. Sam Howell for this, and EB is that. And you can tell this is different. So, yeah, I think it needs to be a week by week.
That's not how fans rock, bro.
Shoot, that's how I am, for real.
That's not how you have common sense. It's not how all fans rock. Even me, I ain't gonna lie. Because I ain't doing that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a gas if anything. They start 2-0.
Well, no. It's nothing wrong being excited. You need to be excited for what you're seeing on the field. But I'm talking about when the predictions started to come in. Sam Howell was supposed to be that guy. He's gonna be in the Pro Bowl, according to what I saw after week 2. And then, of course, everybody wanted him out of town after a while. So that's all I'm talking about. Don't put somebody in the Pro Bowl. Don't annoy somebody too fast. Say, you know what, 1-0. Let's move on. We got to beat the Giants because of the recent history. Got to get that division win we didn't get last season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
they gotta get some type of division win. My man Paul said, if we start 2-0, it will be a different 2-0.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. They got to dominate. The only way it'd be different if they dominate. To be real,
because of the staff. It is a great staff. It's a different vibe. I'm looking forward to it. That's what I said.
Different. Why is that
playing now?
Yo.
I heard he signed a 5-year
deal. Yeah, 7
bro.
Some dumb contract. I don't know, man. They tripping. They tripping. I don't know. Oh, Kobe,
Okay,
what's up,
my man
Kobe?
Kobe
What's going
pulled
on,
up.
baby?
Kobe took a break to pull up. Hey, Kobe, we gonna holler at you, Slim.
Yeah, my man.
No
My
doubt.
man.
Kobe got
Because of the
his
staff.
pod
Yeah.
coming up.
The staff could be great, but I need them to dominate though. Like the staff could do whatever, just need to dominate. Like to me, 2-0. They start off if it's a 2-0 like 2012. I mean not 2-0. They start the season like 2012, like how they just dominated the New Orleans Saints in week 1. Then I'm with you, Paul. Then that's different. But if it's just like you barely winning, like they beat the Cardinals barely, you know what I'm saying? In the week 1, and they beat the Broncos week 2. I think was it Broncos in week 2.
I was cool with Howell too. I like Sam Howell.
Bro,
And
I have
really,
no issue with Howell, but
for real,
you know what? It just couldn't work. It just
was
didn't work here, bro.
through 10 weeks, he was leading the league in passing. Everybody was talking about Mahomes took a step back without EB and how EB was elevating Sam Howell, and then it all went crashing down. So Eric, I'm right with you, my brother. Right there with you.
I mean, if EB ran the ball, Sam Howell would be better off, but he didn't. So he chose violence. No team, Mike. He did. He chose violence. I mean, and I defend EB, but he chose it. It got to a point to where in the season, you're like, dang, you really ain't gonna run the ball for real. Like, you really not. Like,
Andy Reid, like you said, Andy Reid guy.
Yeah, no team knows what to expect when they play us because everything is new. Agreed, Mike.
That's what it's gonna be a chess match. Todd Bowles, I can see after halftime making some adjustments, but coming out the gates, like he's already said.
Well, I know
one
thing I do know a little bit about it because we didn't talk about what Candi. One thing I do know is they're going to blitz. That's what Todd Bowles does. He's going to blitz. He does that. He is going to blitz.
I love Todd Bowles. I ain't gonna hold you. I like Todd Bowles.
I love Todd Bowles. He's going to blitz.
Like so Todd Bowles, not gonna hold you.
The cool thing about this game is that you're going to get some one-on-one coverage. Like, so players like true real talk players like De'Ami Brown, Terry McLaurin, the guys who have that type of leak speed. These are guys you want to kind of take advantage of in this situation because they will blitz. That's one thing with Todd Bowles. He don't care. He don't change. Todd Bowles does not change that. He will blitz. He will blitz. He will blitz. He will blitz.
Look at Kobe. Kobe. He's just validating what you just said.
Yeah,
validating.
Word fire. Yeah, he's going to. Yeah, Todd said. But remember, in 2012, even after a good start, the team still needed to win like 6 straight. Yeah, because
next week's show is going to be fun.
Yeah, because Griffin got hurt too. Don't forget, Griffin got hurt too, bro. So it's a little different. But you're right though. They need to win 6 straight. They did. Paul, if they blitz Wole, it's over. I ain't gonna say that. Why you say the O-line, bro? Stop. This is not Trent Williams ain't on this O-line, bro. They blitz. I won't say it's over. Trent Williams is not on this O-line. He does get the ball out fast though. You know what? He does. Paul,
let Terry cook. Let Terry cook.
I'll go back, Paul. I could be wrong about that. You know what? If they blitz, they could be. I want to see how they play it. You know what I'm saying? Just see how they play it. Eric, foolish not to blitz a rookie quarterback. I agree. They're going to blitz him. They're going to blitz, especially Todd Bowles. All right, we gotta make predictions, right, Ray?
Yeah, I'm ready when you are, brother.
All right. So let's go for it. All right. First off, who you have winning their respective divisions?
You know what? I'm going to be real. You'll see this with my picks, bro, this Sunday. I just believe that the NFL is growing in parity, and I think it's going to be a ton of upsets throughout the season. It's going to be some unexpected developments. So division winners, I got the Cowboys. I have PTSD when it comes to the Eagles. I got Vince Young in my head saying this is like a dream team. So the fact that they got Saquon, they brought in Jahan, they already got one of the top receiving cores, but still there's some issues with Sirianni. There's some issues with Jalen Hurts. I'm not sure they just run away with the division like people are expecting. Of course, we know the Commanders are being picked by some. I think it's too soon to tell because like many of you have been saying, this is a rebuild. So I'm going with the Cowboys to repeat and with Michael Parsons just looking like a different dude this season. I think defensively the Cowboys be a little bit better than they were with Dan Quinn. Hey, it's all good. Love you too, bro. Number 2, I'm gonna shock y'all with this one. I got the Cardinals out west. I think that I got the Cardinals out west with the NFC Offensive Rookie of the Year, Marvin Harrison Jr. continuing the trend. The receiver just getting busy in this league, getting paychecks. That's my prediction there. I'm not even going to explain it a whole lot. You know, holler at me during the season. And it's all in fun, fam, for real. But you know, I'm cool with being wrong. It's all good. Yeah. In the South, I got the Saints winning the division. I think the resurgence of Chase Young is going to be one of the big stories coming out of New Orleans this year, and New Orleans defense is going to be the catalyst for the success, taking some pressure off of Derek Carr, who has all the capabilities, but he's a little unhinged at times. But I got the Saints winning the South, and then lastly in the North, I have the Green Bay Packers. I think Jordan Love is ready to take that step up and be one of the top quarterbacks in the league. And that's what I'm going. I still think that division is the best division in the NFC. They get 3 teams in the playoffs: the Bears, the Packers, and the Lions. But I think the Packers will win it when it's all said and done. So those are my 4 division winners, brother.
In the NFC.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. AFC.
Yeah, we do that's trade. No. That's good. Let's start there. Let's start there.
NFC first.
Yeah. Let me do mine. Okay. That's a good one. That's good. I got the Eagles win the NFC East. I think their team is stacked. I think it's just the best team. I think they're
dream team.
The best. They're arguably the best team in the whole NFC. Arguably,
could be
everything you need. They got defense. They got the offensive line is going to be a question because they missed some individuals due to retirement and Kelsey. And obviously, I think they're missing. Well, missing Kelsey. That's a big one. But outside the Eagles, in the North, I'm going with Detroit Lions. Even though I kind of want to go Chicago on the low, I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions. Because they just got all the momentum. Usually there's baby steps. And what they're doing now, they got to the NFC, they got to the championship game. So there's a good opportunity for them to get back to the Super Bowl. But I'll pick the Detroit Lions. In the South, I do like. I'm gonna go with Atlanta to win the South. And then I'm gonna go in the West. I'm going San Francisco. They're just to me, San Francisco is consistently the best team in football. Trent Williams is back. Like if Trent Williams held out the whole year, I would not pick San Fran. But Trent Williams is back. They consistently dominate the NFC. Last couple of years, they've always made the NFC Championship game. They're just the best team in the division. So I'm gonna go with the in the whole NFC. I would go with the Niners. So those would be my top 4.
I'm totally cool with that too, because everything you're saying is correct. Again, this is fun, and this is gonna be a great NFL season, like I said. So,
yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't say go place your bet on what I'm saying, but
look like you said, just all
it's all good.
Like real talk. I'm gonna be rooting for the. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't care. I'm gonna be rooting for the Saints in the South. Like I'm rooting for chasing them in the South. You know what I mean? Like I'm rooting for Chicago. I'm rooting for Chicago.
I'm a Falcons fan, so you already know.
I'm rooting for Chicago in the North. Because I'm a local kids, so I'm rooting for those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If Caleb get offensive rookie of the year in the NFC, I'm cool with that because DMV man all day. Chase Young as well. So out in the AFC, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. I got the Chargers, I got the Titans, I got the Ravens, and I got the Dolphins.
All right. In the AFC, you got the Dolphins. I got the Dolphins too. I got the Dolphins. I got the. I'm gonna get on people. I'm gonna get it like mile sleep. I got the Browns to win the North. I got Jacksonville to win the South, and the West. The West. Oh yeah, the West. Oh, the Kansas City. I got Kansas City winning the West.
Okay.
Kansas City. You know what? Screw that. My man Jim Harbaugh in town. I'm gonna fool you. I got the Chargers winning the West.
I got the Chargers too.
Back. I got the Chargers. I got Jim back, man. I got Jim back. Y'all know me. Y'all know. That's one thing I'm gonna get you. That's one. Too loyal to Jim. Harbaugh's my guy. He changed things around.
I'm with you. So we got 2 of the same ones in the AFC. In the NFC, we didn't share any of them. So it's cool. Yeah. Like I said, this reminds me when we had the kind of Kristaps Porzingis versus Daniel Gafford discussion. I went with Daniel Gafford just to kind of be a homer. But even though every point you made about Kristaps, his 3-point range, how he stretches the floor, he makes Boston better. I agree with all that. So I agree with everything you're saying right now, brother.
You, man. Eric, appreciate you, bro.
Hey, Eric, I appreciate you too, bro. What's up with Chase? What's up with the Chase Young dig, bro? He just collecting checks.
Some folks don't like Chase no more, bro. I like Chase.
Chase get a bad rap. He said Hooper must be fired. Hey, Wole, look what Paul said. See?
You say?
Don't blame me. Don't blame me, bro.
Hey, Paul, we can do some hookah together, bro. Holla at me.
Hey, Wole, so I told you who my NFC Offensive Rookie of the Year is. My prediction was Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm suspecting yours is going to be Caleb, right?
No, I was going to be Marvin, but since you chose Marvin.
Oh, you can take it then. That's what's
I wanted Marvin. Dude, I'm consistent. Who is my favorite player in this draft? It's Marvin. I'm consistent. I'm consistent. Marvin
Harrison Jr. 100%.
Yeah, I think Marvin's gonna be top 5 at receiving yards. He's gonna automatically be one of them. And you already heard stuff in camp that him and Kyler got amazing chemistry already off the rip. So yeah, I got Marvin. I got Marvin rookie of the year. Who y'all got rookie of the year? Y'all got Jaden, right? Y'all got Jaden. You know what I'm saying? Who y'all got winning divisions too? Who y'all got winning some divisions?
Oh yeah, put y'all division winners in there, man. We gotta see that.
Yeah, put your division. I know Paul said 1 out of 4. I'm guessing he had KD5. He said he got KD. Yeah. JD5. I'm guessing.
I ain't gonna lie though.
Jaden.
I'm gonna be a little bit of a homer on the defensive side of the ball. I got Mikey Sanders still being defensive rookie of the year in the NFC.
Ooh, do you really?
I think Michigan just produces dogs in the league. I'm sorry.
They do.
Going all the way back to Charles Woodson, to Larry Foote, all the guys that I've enjoyed watching play football over the years, all come from Michigan, bro.
I want to pick old boy. What's his name? The old boy played for the
Hutchinson
the Vikings
in Detroit.
The old boy slipped to the Vikings. Somebody I forgot his name. The defense end who slipped to the Vikings. I think went to Bama. Oh, okay, here go Paul.
JD5. He put KD. I know you think about.
I know you're talking
about
picks. Washington, Packers, Saints, and Niners.
Of course, he has Washington, but yeah. I'm not mad at him. No, like I said, Washington could be the new Detroit Lions.
They could.
I think they might be for real. I just couldn't pick them though. The Saints, we got the Saints and we got the Packers. Okay, we're on the same page, Paul.
Yeah, I can't. I personally couldn't pick. I mean, I could pick Washington because I just think that that's just too hard to be like you said, from being a team that didn't win a single division game last year to then all of a sudden win a division. That's tough.
My concern with the Niners winning the division is this, y'all. Every year, Debo has multiple injuries. Brandon Ayuk held out, which every receiver that's held out as of recent has had a slip in production.
Yeah.
Then you have a quarterback who, again, I'm not saying Purdy's, you know what I'm saying, like he's not a starter in this league, but I feel like Kyle is just that real. But with now another season under his belt and you got injuries around him potentially, I'm just feeling
he got injuries already. Who is his injuries?
No. I'm projecting there's going to be injuries around him.
There are always injuries for them. They always win the division.
I'm just saying. Well, I mean, after another year of tape and
I got
better around him, I just feel like this the year that it could catch up to him. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm right. The 49ers for real should be a favorite.
It's true. It's just hard for me if I'm being objectively. That's what objective. I don't want to pick 49ers. There's other people I want, but I'm being I would choose Arizona to be real with you. To be objective. The only reason I picked the Niners is because objectively, they dominate.
Absolutely.
Outside.
That's the right pick. That's the right
NFC, they probably beat the Eagles if everybody didn't get hurt in the championship game. They always, yeah,
I like that. You
got Eagles, the Packers, Bucks, Niners. I like that.
That means you got the Bucks week 1 too, huh? I do. I ain't gonna lie. I picked the Bucks week 1. I picked the Bucks. Chiefs 3-peat.
Yeah, see, I don't doubt the Chiefs.
You can't go against the Chiefs. No, I agree with that.
Sorry. Last year I went against the Chiefs because I thought they weren't good enough, and they just still did it. So, AFC. Dolphins,
I mean, to be real
Texans,
with you, I would love to see Lamar.
See, Browns. Paul, I'm with you. A Browns. I think the Browns. I think people sleep on the Browns though.
You got the Texans. I like the Titans. I think the Titans. Yeah, I think Will Levis is him, the Titans. Bro. Yeah.
You like Will Levis too?
I love him.
Me too. I like Will Levis. My boy, a Titan fans, he don't like Will Levis. I like Will Levis though. And he got Calvin Ridley. They got Calvin Ridley, and they got D-Hop.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know D-Hop older, but I think D-Hop can still be productive. I don't know.
The offense gonna look different because Derrick Henry's gone, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's different.
Run heavy.
Yeah,
it's gonna look good. I like it.
Timothy said Ravens. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Ravens either. Ravens,
I got the Ravens
Jets, Chiefs, Texans. You can't go wrong with that either. Like you can't.
I like the Ravens.
Me too. I always like the Ravens. So my rookie, you said defensive rookie of the year. I think Dallas Turner is going to be rookie defensive rookie of the year for the Vikings.
Okay. Yeah,
he looked good. He looks really good.
You mentioned that.
He looked good I saw him preseason. He looks really good. He my defensive rookie of the year. So who would be your offensive player of the year?
Offensive player of the year.
Not rookie. Yeah, offensive player of the year.
I like Amon-Ra St. Brown from the Detroit Lions.
Oh, really? That early? Okay.
He always has a chip on his shoulder. Always. Even though he got to deal with it this offseason. It's usually a quarterback.
It's mostly quarterbacks. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's mostly quarterbacks.
Again, I'm not taking the traditional route tonight.
I feel you. So mine would be he's not going to be back to back. It's impossible.
Marvin Harrison Jr. for a while.
You know what? Go ahead, Joe. You know, I know is that gonna be a rookie? Are you being real?
I thought he's talking offensive player of the year.
Is he talking about rookie? Is it rookie? Your rookie of the year? My offensive player of the year would be. It's going to be somebody who can do both. Dang, I want to say, dang, like Patrick Mahomes is easy. My offensive player of the year. Oh, you joking? Oh yeah, I ain't choosing him.
Man. I already know who that's going to be. I already know it's going to be.
Patrick is so easy. I don't want to use Patrick Mahomes. That's so easy.
No. I'm telling you, you mentioned Harbaugh. Harbaugh about to do some wonders with
Herbert. I think Herbert going to kill with Harbaugh. I don't like that outside.
It could be CJ. No, CJ Stroud won 2 years in a row. He won. Well, he won last year.
Rookie of the year. He could. No, that's a good one. He could be it. He could definitely.
Oh yeah, he could be it. He could be it. That might be it.
He definitely. You know what? I'm gonna go off the rip. I'm gonna choose Kyler Murray.
Okay.
I think Kyler Murray gonna.
Yeah, I think Kyler Murray's gonna get busy.
I think he's gonna have a big year. I think Kyler Murray.
I'm with you on that one.
I think he'll have a big year.
Good night. Even though, yeah, I would love for it to be Bijan, but I ain't want to be biased.
Bijan. It could be Kurt. It's always a quarterback. That's why.
That's the same thing I said. It is, man.
That's the only reason why I said it. Oh, I like this one. Jordan Love. That's a good one too.
I love Jordan Love, bro.
Jordan Love's a good one. It's a good one. That's a real good one. All right. So, who you have? Who you have going to? Who's your defense MVP? Let's do defense, real quick. Defense MVP.
I said Sanders still already.
Oh, you said no, Ricky, not Ricky. Defensive MVP.
Defense. Oh, Michael Parsons, easy.
Oh, Michael Parsons. That's a good
one.
That's a good one. I'm gonna go Myles Garrett. That's easy for me. It's always Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is just like that to me.
You gonna love who I pick on the AFC side.
All right, Super Bowl.
No. I'm talking about the AFC Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I thought it's only one Rookie of the Year.
I thought it was both.
It's only one.
It's only one.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said, Mikey. You said Mikey.
I thought it was two those times.
Nah,
yeah, Mikey's. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Who you got? Is Mikey's your overall? You want to stick with Mikey?
For what?
You said rookie. You said you thought you were doing. There's only one. There's not AFC.
Yeah. Well, defensive. I already picked him. I'm cool.
You cool with that? All right. Give me your
cool
team. Your team to go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of with Paul. I can't bet against the Chiefs. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Until somebody beats the Chiefs, I got to pick them. But if I have to pick one to sneak out the NFC, man, I'm going to go with. This is hard because it's so many good teams, but I think Green Bay surprises people and gets there this year.
That's not a bad one. That's actually not a bad one.
You said both. What you talking about, Paul? Is it both? Is it one?
That.
Oh, okay.
He said both.
Okay.
He talked about with the what's the name joint. It's just one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So my man.
It's one NFL. I thought it was NFC and AFC already. No.
Nah. So my man Pearl Pinche Sports said on X said his choice of the Lions versus the Texans, with the Lions winning it all.
The Lions winning it all? Interesting.
Yeah, the Lions are a favorite for a lot of people because how close they were beating the Niners last year.
A
lot of people picked the Niners. So for me, it'll be the Chiefs. I hate doing rematches.
Chiefs against Niners again.
Yeah, I hate that crap. Because I just feel like the two best teams in football. I feel like the two best teams in football.
Here you go again.
Hey, what I say? What? I feel like they're the two best teams in football.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, it's right. I thought it was.
It is offensive defense.
Yeah, I know. We did.
Yeah, we did both. We did both. Yeah. I thought it was an NFC and an AFC.
Yeah, I was about to say. I know. Yeah, we good. We did ours. We good. I ain't do no hookah stuff yet. I ain't say nothing hookah worthy yet. I hate doing the same thing, but I just feel like they're the two best teams.
Dang.
Truth be told, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I do like the Eagles team a lot, though. I do like their team a lot.
It always comes down.
It just hates me to pick the Eagles, man. Oh man, these picks. It just hates me to pick the Eagles. But I have to. I'm gonna go Chiefs Eagles, and the Chiefs win it all again.
Okay, Paul got the Lions too.
Yeah, the Lions. The Eagles. The Eagles got everything. They drafted well. They got cornerbacks now because who they drafted at corner in the draft was one of the best corners in the draft. They drafted. They got a D line. Man, the only thing that's going to hinder them is going to be if Kellen Moore is that bad. If Kellen Moore if Kellen Moore is horrible again, then I'm with Paul. Then the Eagles won't win it all. It's all predicated on Kellen Moore because offensively they got everything, bro. I gotta hold you. They got Saquon. Regardless of what you feel about Jahan, he's your third receiver. He went from being a starter. If he gives you 400, 500 yards, that's productive, right? Then you got AJ Smith, you got Goddard, you got Jalen Hurts as a pass running option. Dude,
paper champions right now.
Huh?
They champions on paper right now. I agree.
Yeah, for real.
We gotta see how it all comes together.
Yeah, you gotta see how it works out. And it's not like
Paul, wow.
He right though. That's all you need to know. No, I'm not hard. Look, Paul, I ain't arguing with you, homie. This is the problem. But if you telling me off of just like folks want to say for Washington off paper, when you're enamored with this, that, and the other, dog, Eagles got bodies out there, joint, bro. They got thorough beasts out there. They don't got just good players. They got thorough beasts out there. Like, if you're a Commanders fan, a Redskins fan, shoot, you don't think Saquon will always scare you? I don't care if he will always scare you. Look what he's done to Washington over his career. Like, they got dudes, bro. They got dudes. I'm sorry. And I don't even want to pick the Eagles. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh yeah. The talent is undeniable.
It's not undeniable. They honestly they may have, and it's hard. Like usually I'm like the Niners, to me always have the most talent over the last couple of years in the NFC East. I mean, sorry, in the NFC. But to me, the Eagles got more talent than them. The Eagles got more talent than them. The best coach team, though. I mean, Kyle, you got Kyle, but I think the Lions too. The Lions and Kyle and the Lions and the Niners may be the best two coach teams though.
The Lions and the Niners both navigated injuries so well last season.
You know what I'm saying?
As a matter of fact, I just knew Dan Campbell had shot himself in the foot when he played all his starters in that final regular season game.
I like this.
And they still made it to the NFC Championship and had the Niners on the ropes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, I like the comparison.
Even 90s Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, the Rashid, Pippen. I like that one. That's a good
Clyde Drexler.
He talking about Damon Stoudemire. I think he's talking about the Damon Stoudemire, Rashid Wallace. They had everybody. They started stacking their team.
Brian Grant.
Yeah, Bonzi Wells. They had everybody. They just
had a
stacked their team.
But they never made the finals.
They did. They put the Lakers in the Western Conference. I'm talking
about the NBA finals. They never.
But I know what he's saying. He's saying like they won't get through. That's what he's saying. He said that
at least the Eagles have made a Super Bowl recently. I'm just saying that's the difference to me.
Oh no, he's just talking about this year, just for that.
Oh, this year. Oh yeah.
I know what he's saying.
I thought I was going to say early 90s Portland Trailblazers. They made a couple championship runs.
They did, but they weren't. They ran MJ. They weren't. Yeah. They weren't like stacked like that.
They had Jerome Kersey and Duckworth.
Yeah, that's not stacked. That's Duckworth and Jerome Kersey. So who'd you pick? Who'd you pick the Chiefs win it all too?
Yeah, to beat the man, you got to beat the man. I said the Chiefs beat the Packers. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like you know what? I feel
two light-skinned brothers.
But you know what? Joe Burrow
in the Super Bowl.
If Joe Burrow, the Bengals are healthy. They Joe Burrow beats Pat.
Okay.
Joe Burrow's do be beating Pat. I ain't gonna hold you. He just gotta stay healthy though. I will.
They look halfway decent. They look halfway decent with Browning at quarterback last season. So the Bengals. That's why that division is hard to pick too. It's a toss up. You pick the Browns. If somebody picked the Bengals, I wouldn't be mad. The Ravens, obviously.
Oh, that division is just tough.
The Steelers are the one I wouldn't pick because I don't like.
Yeah, because I don't like their quarterback situation. Yeah. I don't like their quarterback situation. I know people. You could say the same thing about the Browns with Watson because a lot of people don't like Watson anymore. But
nah, see, we are Deshaun fans on here though.
We're Deshaun fans. I'm Deshaun. Yeah, everybody know me. I'm a Deshaun fan. So
I'm a little bit biased on that one, homie.
I am. I ain't gonna hold you. I am too.
I still think he's dangerous, bro.
Me too. All right, hey, Ray, we're the same. We're the same with that. We're the same with that, bro. We are the same with that, my man. He's got
to stay healthy as well. Cleveland defense is going to show up. Like I said, that's why I said it's going to be a lot of parity this year, man. Jim Harbaugh in the mix now. It's going to be dope.
Jim going. They gonna have an identity. That's one thing about the Chargers. All the pressure won't be on Justin Herbert to be great. Jim going to run the ball. And then he gonna do play action off of that.
I'm gonna say this: I like Kevin O'Connell and all, but Sam Darnold, for me, I'm not sure that's gonna work out, and that's why I'm not just picking Minnesota to compete, even though the defense is really good. And I think the Giants are gonna give them all they can handle Sunday. I really do.
No, I think they're blowing out the Giants. I'm gonna hold you.
They could because the Giants.
The reason why I say that is because Sam Darnold ran the same offense with Kyle and did well when he got an opportunity to play during the end. Like before he got hurt, he put up numbers, and they run the same system. They run the exact same system. So I just feel like, then he's playing. And truth be told, he got the cheat code, and he got the cheat code of wide receiver. Like he just does.
He does.
Like
he does. He does.
And San Fran, like they just have weapons everywhere, but he got the cheat code. And real Jordan Addison ain't no slouch either. He got weapons. Like.
I'm like Cam Mingo. I picked a ton of upsets this weekend, but that's the one I was like, I kept saying, should I go back and switch it? But I'm like, who cares? It's football garbage time.
Money on it, so it don't really matter.
I'm gonna keep the Giants, even though the Giants should get blown out. We saw what happened week 1 last season against the Cowboys, like 40-0, 41-0, something like that. The Giants look a hot mess, but again, that's how people sometimes look in preseason. I'm ready to actually see what's going to happen.
Oh no, the Giants look like hot mess. The quarterback look like hot mess.
He does. That's
and
enough.
He's consistent in who he is. That's the reason why he is who he is.
I remember they drafted him, and the New York folks was like, when we said tank for the guy from Duke, we were talking about Zion, not this dude. They picked him like number 6. I was like, bro, who?
Al loved him though. My brother loved
Daniel Jones.
He loved him coming out of college. He loved him. He loved
I respect your brother, but he like Will Bynum too. Like Will Bynum is like Will Bynum is like a one-on-one, like ball his life type guy.
And Will Bynum was like that one-on-one. He was a hooper, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
He was a hooper. Will Bynum was a hooper.
I like Al though.
Al crazy. Real. That's why he crazy. But I will say like But to your point though, like I mean, definitely Sam Darnold could be bad. I'm not saying that. I just think the Giants are like like. I think their defense is good. I think defense they got some players. I just don't like the quarterback is too much of a problem. And then when you trade Saquon Barkley too, like I don't know. You trade Saquon Barkley. Now who's your running back? Who is their running back? Who can say
Willie Gallman? Say no.
Who can say?
I'm joking.
I don't know who it is. Who can save at least Saquon?
Wayne Gallman.
Wayne Gallman is that you're talking about? At least Saquon could save. At least Saquon could save Daniel Jones every once in a while. There is no saving this dude now.
Malik Neighbors, baby. Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, he got to get the ball. You got to throw him the ball. Exactly. That's my point. Neighbors is like that. You got to throw the ball.
All right. I'm just saying they got the Commanders got to beat them, bro, because it's always an issue.
Look, I'm gonna say this. Look, you're right. They got to beat them. My point is, if they don't beat them, it's gonna be a long season. That's my point. Because they're bad. Like no, they're bad. I'm sorry, they're not good. Hey yo, you see the Hard Knocks story about how they talked about how the GM already was talking ill about Daniel Jones? Man, they do not want that dude. They were like, it must feel good. He looked at looked at Caleb Williams. I forgot the GM for the Chicago Bears.
See that. I did see
and
that.
He was like, you saw he was like, it must be nice not having to worry about the quarterback. Not have to look at the quarterback spot. I'm like, damn, you throwing shit at your own dude. That lets you know they don't want that dude.
Paul just said week 2 is a must win.
Yes, Paul, agreed. As a must win. For morale, it's a must win.
That's for the fan base. It's for the fan base. Really.
No, it ain't morale. It's a must win. You lose to no. No, Ray. This team is tanking for the next quarterback in the draft for Shador. The Giants are tanking for Shador. Like, no.
Shador is going to be in a Cowboy uniform somehow. They're going to get him.
Yeah, you saw the same thing I saw. Nah.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. They're not tanking for Shador. They're tanking for Travis Hunter. That's just tank for the best. They're tanking for Travis Hunter. The Browns, the Giants are bad, bro. They're not as put together now. Washington should beat the Giants. If they don't beat the Giants, it's a long season.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun to watch.
Then Washington's tanking for Travis Hunter. Then Washington's tanking for Travis Hunter, and I'm getting Travis Hunter. I am getting. Travis Hunter.
I like that dude. I like that dude a lot.
I like Travis Hunter a lot. Like a lot. Like I think he is one of them, bro. He is one of them. All right, man. It's time to knock the show out, man. It was good, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. It was a good show. Good comments. The comments always on fire, bro.
Yeah,
Chat you mean, dog.
Sure.
I still be asking for Lake though. I be trying to be like, nah, we ain't having Lake on the joint because y'all be too hungry. Y'all be bloodthirsty.
Yeah, we'll probably get Lake for Philly week. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good one for Philly week. That'd be real good.
But I'm excited about next week. I mean, for those of you who also watch Auburn and Go, you know, the pre and post game will be on Sunday. So check that out. I'm not sure what I'll be part of, but still, I want to see the reaction. The post game is always lit. Always lit. Candi will be part of pregame. Check that out. Yeah. And then Wednesday, this time next week, we coming back. And preparing for the must-win game.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot. You know, like I said,
Lake did try to shut you down. He did try to shut you down. He did. I remember
it's gonna be like that, though. It's going.
You should screen record that Paul and post it and tag him in it.
Hey, he got traded. He stop saying not making a team. He got traded. But you know what?
I remember that.
You know what? It's basically not making the team now. So it is what it is. It's basically not making the team.
He ain't here.
He ain't here. All right, man. Subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Tune in and iHeartRadio. Just search the Urban Sports Scene. If you are new to the game, I'm talking about that YouTube game, hit that red subscribe button and also like this video, man. Appreciate y'all for being on the chat on the YouTube. So if you're new to the chat, you're new to the squad, just subscribe. Be a part of the fam, man. Excuse me. Also, follow us on IG, on Twitter, on X, I guess you call it X, at Urban Sports Scene, on IG at Urban Sports Scene. Also, like our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. So just search Urban Sports Scene on Facebook, and we'll pop up. Also, check out the website, which is www.urbansportscene.com. And like Ray mentioned before, like I mentioned earlier, this thumbs up thing kills me. As I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the show, we are also on Empire Media, which is empiremedia.com. What are you doing? Nah, go ahead with that heart. You press. Our podcast is also on Empire Media, which is empiremedia.com. Good God, I hate that little heart thing. Anyway, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Y'all are the real MVPs. Anyway, you've been listening to the Urban Sports Scene for ages. You dig? Deuces. We are out.
Deuce.